Hello, hello. Trying to fix my stupid picture. Trying to make it a circle. I don't know how to make it a circle. Hello, hello. Welcome in all my lovelies. Hello, welcome to YouTube. Welcome to Twitch. I can't fix my picture. Hello, welcome, welcome. There we go. How I get into a circle, I never know, but I always end up getting there somehow. All right, welcome in, all my friends. Hey, Brighton. Hi over there on YouTube. All right, who's ready for Diava Smackdown? I tap it and it just does hearts. I have no idea what it's doing. But anywho, welcome, welcome. Let's do Diava Smackdown. Here we go. Every day at 4, waiting for MAGA to enter the door. With a this and a that and a sheepish grin. Look out, MAGA, she's about to begin. She's got moxie, it runs through her soul. She's the queen of SmackDown, yeah, it's her role. She invites the MAGA to challenge a fight. Careful where you tread, cause she's got bite. Come see Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. MAGA tries to argue, but they have no wit. Diava hit them with facts when they start talking shit. Your logic's a mess, your facts are weak. Go step aside, boo, I've got truth to speak. She's got a heart of gold, but a force of steel. Don't ever talk over her, cause she'll make you squeal. From Twitter to TikTok, she's roaming the streets. Diava's got game, and she's hard to beat. See Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. She's got a megaphone and a platform to preach. Running a show in the TikTok streets. Equality for all and respect for her crew. Come meet Sir Val and Gemma the Jewel. With maggots in the corner, looking kind of small as they stumble over word and begin the free fall. Diava delivers the end game stunner. She says, oh, look, we have a Diava, a crusader of truth. Her sassy one-liners carry more than one tooth. She's bold and she's strong, she's a force to see. Diava is the badass of SmackDown Queens. So raise up our glasses and give her a follow. Come see her make all the MAGA twits wallow. With her wit and her wisdom, she's got game. Diava's a legend, and we all know her name. Stop being so emotional. Woo! Thank you as always to my loyal and listener and follower, Hey Jude, who made that for me. And that song, Diava Smackdown, is available on Spotify. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only to have a conversation with for the next 2 hours. It is your time to shine. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request button and come on up. I love people stay mad. I'm not mad. I said, come up. I want to talk to you. You guys are so silly. So silly. Trump is great. Okay. If you like Schindler, yeah. Snatching people up off the streets. Sending them to detention camps with no due process. Yeah, that's pretty much a if you like 1930s Germany, man, he's your guy. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. My backup is in the bottom of the screen. Make sure you're all following my backup account.
You sounds like you guys are the ones who need to cope. That would not be us. I thought you guys were all America first. What is this with Greenland, Canada, Panama Canal? I thought we didn't have money. We have to make all these cuts from poor people on Medicaid and all of that. So we can give billionaire tax cuts. And now you're like, oh, let's just go buy Greenland and let's buy Canada and let's buy Panama Canal. But let's take away all of the benefits from the poor people in the country. That sounds great. What a fucking good idea. Oh my God. Oh my God. All right. The guest request box is only for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only. You are not allowed in the comment section. The comment section is for Kamala supporters because they're not allowed to join the guest request right now. So, I cuss like a fucking sailor. If you don't like cursing, this is not for you. Mine's an 18 and up live. So you can take, go clutch your pearl somewhere else. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request, come on up. If you've been invited up, especially by one of my mods or myself, and you don't come up, you're going to get muted either way. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit that guest request button. Davis, did you vote for Trump? Davis? Yeah, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in? How old are you?
36.
Okay. Did you want to respond to the background? What do you want to talk about? Hello? Riveting. I can absolutely see your point. Good point. Are you running already? Oh, we got us a runner, folks. Our first runner of the day. I didn't even say anything. Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Hit the guest request button. What's rude? Because I laugh because he's running? You guys are a bunch of cowards. I've seen my mods invite at least 10 of you up here, and not a single one of you come up here and say nothing. The last guy comes up here and doesn't say a word other than his age, and he's from California. Then he crashed out and left. Are you alpha man? Are you alpha? You alpha man. More like alfalfa. Alfalfa. That's about what you look like. There you go. There's the alpha male. All my subscribers put the alpha male up. Katie, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
I am 45 and I live in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Okay. Did you want to respond to the background? What did you want to talk about?
I didn't. No, I don't. I thought you requested me.
One of my mods must have, because you probably put something Trump related in the comment section. That's all.
No, I don't know.
What'd you vote for Trump for?
Because I didn't like the way the country was going.
And which way was the country going?
I thought, my opinion, was going to hell.
How is it going to hell? Jesus Christ. Can you be more specific?
The migrants, the gang members.
How do immigrants affect you personally?
Personally, because I live in Philadelphia, the heroin.
Okay. All right, everybody, I have to start my live over because she just used one of the words that's going to get me booted. I'll be right back. Fucking stupid. Jesus Christ. People don't know how to use appropriate language. People are so goddamn stupid. Hello, welcome back. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you to get those hearts flying. How come no Trump supporters know what TikTok friendly language is? How come they don't know? Are they just all that dumb? That was a rhetorical question. Thank you for the gift. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Everybody else, just make sure those hearts are flying. Let's get up between 5 and 10,000 as quick as we possibly can so that we can get on the For You page and get some good conversation in here today. Welcome, everybody on YouTube. Was Hollow on Ange's live? Well, Hollow recently is regretting his vote, so I hope he doesn't turn the other direction because whoop, she's not going to use kid gloves. We all know that. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I do have my backup is on the screen. My backup account is on the screen. Make sure you're following my backup. If you're just finding me today, please go ahead and give me a follow. Everybody else hit the little orange heart next to my name. It only costs you 1 coin, but it really helps with the algorithm and how we get paid out on this app. So I'd appreciate it if you did the little heart me or whatever it is. But more importantly, just keep on tapping that screen because we haven't hit the For You page yet. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Everybody, thank you guys for hitting the heart up there. Appreciate it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Everybody else, just make sure you got those hearts flying, like and share and like. Monica, thank you. If you voted for Donald Trump, I am looking to speak to Trump supporters and Trump supporters only today for the next couple of hours. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Everybody else, just let's see them hearts flying. Let's like and share. I have invited Doki. I'm not going to say his first name. Up into the box. Since he did not accept, you can go ahead and mute him, mods, because the comment section is only for Harris supporters. Trump supporters should be in the box. Ready to talk. Aussie, did you vote for Trump? I agree. But I'm just looking for Trump supporters. Only looking for people that voted for Trump. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking to talk to you if you voted for Donald Trump. Don't be scared. Just get in the box. Why are they all in here so fucking excited about Donald Trump, but they will not come up and just have a conversation? TikTok just started a flash goal. Thank you for subscribing. Let's see if we can knock out the little one coin heart here. Thank you, Robin, for subscribing. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Well, let's go. Let's rock and roll. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. That's true, Rachel. Trump supporters are not emotionally stable enough to have conversations. They usually just crash out, cuss, slur. Trey, that's waiting in the guest request, you have 0 followers, which means you're usually a bot, or you're going to come up here and just spew a bunch of slurs. So no, thank you. You need to have at least 10 followers. Otherwise, you're a bot. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking to have conversations with Trump voters. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. If you guys want to help support my live, I do have my pay links in my bio. It's just Diavatalks at both Cash App and Venmo. Has my same logo, so you know it's me. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. Hey, Topher. Okay, the Russian bot needs to go with the little tanker. Okay, okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Trey, I don't know if you don't know speak English, but I already told you I'm not bringing you up. You have no followers. So you're either a bot or you're going to come up and just spew a bunch of slurs. I'm not interested, thank you. I know Trump supporters don't like consent, but I said no. I'm looking to have conversations. That's what I'm here for. Nope, not scared to hear the truth. You have no followers with me. No one cares about what you have to say because no one has ever bothered to follow you. So if you voted for Donald Trump, get up here and let's talk. I have no problem talking to people. I won't allow you to spew misinformation and disinformation. So if you come up here just to have a decent, normal conversation, I'm down for that. You come up here spreading lies and misinformation, and I have to stop you. I didn't say it makes you less of a human being. I have a rule for myself. It's called boundaries. And I don't want anyone up here with less than 10 followers. I know asking for decent and normal is kind of asking a lot. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. I am looking to have conversations. My mods are inviting them up left and right. I see every single time they're invited up, and these people are too scared of me. Oh, Gen X leftist, I'm so sorry you have C19. Yuck. I hope you feel better. Trump supporters are not allowed in the comment section. Trump supporters are only allowed in the box to talk to me. The comment section is for Kamala supporters because they're not allowed to be in the box. Oh my, okay. Oh, 50% of the little goal. Okay. It's like, what is that noise? If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Oh my God. Seeing some of these comments, these Trump supporters are just deluded. Like they're just gone. They're like gone. The stuff that they're posting is so completely wrong that I don't know how they get up and walk and chew gum at the same time. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Steve, hi, did you vote for Trump?
Yep.
Okay, how old are you and what state did you vote in?
50, from New York.
Okay.
Yeah, and just so we're clear, I know you don't want to spread misinformation, but if you overtalk me, then I'll just disconnect. You don't need to disconnect me. I'll just disconnect.
Oh, don't tempt me with a good time.
You got it. I don't understand why you guys invite Trump supporters up and all you do is just kind of talk down to them. It's kind of like a waste.
Well, you're coming up into my live trying to dictate to me what you're going to do and all this stuff, and I don't give a shit.
I'm not going to dictate. I just told you that if you overtalk me and cut me off, then I'll just hang up myself. That's
okay, well, I'm sorry that your ego is fragile.
You don't dictate to me because it's your live.
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do.
No, no.
Yeah.
You dictate on the TikTok. You don't dictate.
Unfortunately, I have all the power in this live, and you don't have any. I'd love to have a conversation with you, but you're gonna start. You pop up with your misogyny to start off with is not a good look.
Here we go with this BS stuff. Yeah, here we go.
That's just what it is, man. That's what it's called.
Okay, explain to me what I said. That's misogyny, please.
It's the way you're speaking to me and coming up into my live as a woman and telling me what you're gonna do and not do. Oh, he's crashing out already.
Yeah, you're crashing.
I see. I'm trying to have a conversation. Like, I'm legit trying to have a conversation. You cannot have the conversation with someone who does not have the emotional intelligence to do it, apparently.
Go ahead. What do you feel about the attacks on the Tesla vehicles? Do you support that?
I don't condone any violence. Peaceful protesting with your dollars, not buying Teslas, returning your Teslas, all of those things are perfectly fine. Violence I don't condone. However, you do. So
excuse me, you don't know me. That's it.
Well, you voted for Donald Trump. You voted for Donald Trump after January 6th. So please miss me with your bullshit and violence. Thank you. Because you voted him after.
No, not true.
You voted for him after.
You voted for Harris, and so you support what you're doing to Tesla cars. Is that what you're saying?
And
so you support that?
If you open your ears, I already told you, I do not condone violence of any kind. No.
I mean the same thing.
But you voted. Shut your fucking pie hole. If you think you're going to come on here and overtalk me, I don't allow men to speak over me, and it's not going to start with you. You might be able to talk to your wife that way, but it will not be me.
You can talk.
Okay? So you're not going to do it. I told you I don't condone violence, okay? You voted for Donald Trump after January 6th was already committed. 4 years after January 6th was already committed. You voted for him after he incited the violence, not before.
Keep muting me.
No, I'm done talking. You can go now.
You muted me like 10 times.
Because you are like a petulant child who kept unmuting yourself when I told you to mute. You have no self-control. That's the problem.
What are you talking about? You're spewing lies. More lies from the left.
Mm-hmm. Now respond to what I said.
I told you I don't condone the violence. I told you that. But
it doesn't. You voted for Donald Trump after January 6th.
So what?
You do condone the violence. Then you condone the violence. Then you condone the violence. Then you condone the violence. Yes, it does.
Doesn't mean no, it doesn't.
Yes, it wasn't a deal breaker for you. So yes, you voted for it. Yes.
Small world, baby. Yeah.
No, you voted for it.
So what? I didn't vote for violence.
He already committed the violence. They already committed the violence on January 6th. And then those people who went down and beat the police officers and smeared their shit all over the walls, Donald Trump came in and pardoned them all. So he is the only one putting out actual gang members and cult members and violent, dangerous people out onto our streets like he is blaming on the immigrants. It's him. He let them all out of jail. He pardoned them all. Talking about immigrants commit 60% less violence than American citizens. So fuck off with all that other stuff.
Oh, so all these other words and stuff like that.
There's certain words you can't say on TikTok. Do you not know TikTok language? Because if you don't, I'm just going to dump you right now.
Okay. So you condone, so you don't have a problem with these people coming over and committing certain crimes? I
don't commit. Don't ask me a question without waiting for me to respond and then moving on to another question to talk over me yet again.
I didn't finish the question.
Yes, you did.
No,
Yes, you did. The question was finished.
okay, can I ask another one?
Are you interviewing me or are we having a conversation?
I'm asking you if I could ask a question. That's a conversation.
Again, another question. Okay, go ahead.
How many Americans peoples would have to be unalive before you say, okay, it's enough with the aliens coming into the country?
How many people need to have their rights violated and being picked off the street by unclothed? Shut your fucking pie hole. How many people have to be snatched off the sidewalks by people in unmarked police? Yeah, no. How many people have to be snatched off the sidewalks and sent to concentration camps before you think that what's happening here is what happened in 1930s Germany and you're just in denial? How many people have to be snatched off the streets? How many?
You're the only quasis.
How many?
You didn't answer.
How many?
Didn't answer my question.
How many?
Didn't answer my question. Didn't answer my question. Keep avoiding the question.
Because your question is stupid.
How many people in America? How many American citizens have to pass away or be unalive by illegal before?
How many people, how many young ladies and girls in America, how many young ladies and girls in America have to stop being sexually assaulted by their pastors and their Republican representatives? There's been 2 this week that from the Republican Party. You guys say a lot of stuff. How many little young girls and women have to be assaulted by white men, by clergy, by Republican senators and Republican House members? How many women have to be hurt before it's okay, before you speak up and tell them to stop abusing women and girls?
Answer.
How many?
Answer mine, then I stop muting me. Answer my question, then I answer mine. I answer.
How many kids sitting in classrooms have to be unalived in school before you guys do something about gun control?
Answer my question, and then answer my question, then I answer you. If you don't want to answer the question, you guys never do.
It's a stupid question.
I'm waiting for the answer.
It's a stupid question that I'm not answering.
Because
it's a dumb question.
No, it isn't.
It's a dumb question because every 3 minutes a woman is assaulted in this country, and you don't give a shit about that. You only care about fucking immigrants that commit violence that is 60% less rate than Americans. So fuck off with your racism.
You're a race.
Colossal piece of shit.
Here is you.
Nope.
Ignorant racist. Yep. Answer my question, then I'll answer yours.
No.
All right, take care.
Yeah, guy, leave, run away, little boy, run away, little boy, run away, little boy. You don't need to renounce your departure. Just go. You don't have to. This isn't an airport. You don't have to announce your departure. Just go. Just go. I helped you out there. There you go. I helped you out. Disgusting pig. Unless you care about everything else we talked about, that I'm not going to answer your stupid question. I need 6 more of the little hearts for the goal in 1 minute. If you guys, it costs 1 cent. If you want to do the goal, I need 6 more in the next 1 minute and 22 seconds. It lasted longer than you expected. I don't know who Dr. SPR. Oh, you are better than this, Diva or Diava. No, I'm not. Fuck these people. I don't give a shit about them. Don't come up here and act like it's immigrants that are causing all the problems in this country. That's what Hitler said. That Jews were the problem of everybody in the country. All the problems in the country because of the Jewish people. And that wasn't true either. And neither is it the immigrants this time. So unless you start caring about everybody else and the people that are in this country that are committing the crime and not focusing on the immigrants that aren't committing the most of the crime, then fuck off. You're just racist. Mr. Vegas, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
35. I'm from Florida.
Did you vote in Florida or did you vote in Nevada?
I voted in Florida.
Oh, just said Mr. Vegas. For some reason, I thought you were in Vegas. Okay, I'm in Florida too.
So why is everything, like when I'm looking at your poster,
Mm-hmm.
and you have Hitler on the side there.
You can't say his name. You can't say his name. You can't say his name. That's why it's blocked out. Do you not catch a clue? Say mustache man. Say Shitler. Anything but his name. There is things you cannot say on TikTok. You signed up for their terms of service. You agreed to their terms of service. Now use TikTok appropriate language. Thank you.
Okay, so you have Shitler on there, right?
There we go.
Because he has a shit.
He is a shit. Yeah, I call him Shitler too.
However, what was Shitler's? Was he a communist, a socialist? What was he?
I don't care. Okay, I don't care. That's irrelevant. No, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
What do most Democrats?
It's irrelevant. He was an authoritarian dictator. He was a fascist, just like Trump.
What makes Trump a fascist?
Let's see. He used the same playbook. He uses racism to rise to power by demonizing immigrants and calling them. Oh, don't ask me to answer. Don't ask me to answer you if you're not going to wait for the answer. Uses racism to rise to power by demonizing and dehumanizing immigrants, calling them that they said they were vermin, same word he used, poisoning the blood of this country, same words he used, proposed mass deportations, promises to make America great again, anti-Semitic fascist, blames immigrants for America's problems. Oh my God, yes, indeed he did. And thinks Muslims should wear special identification and or just does Muslim bans. So, and on True Social, he reposted the pink triangle that LGBTQ people had to wear in 1930s Germany, the pink triangle that they had to wear. Donald Trump reposted that on True Social with it crossed out. Reverse segregation, breaking the Constitution.
The only party I see.
Shitler did it for it only took Shitler 53 days to take over Germany, and this guy's on day 60 something.
The only party I see that is using racism to divide today is your party.
And you're delusional.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm sorry that you live in.
Race baiting.
I'm sorry that you're completely delusional.
Party.
No.
From the opinion makers that
okay, you are making no sense, and you're spreading misinformation. Okay. Tell me please, which party?
Not a race baiter?
Who said?
Not a race baiter?
No, I'm definitely not.
Are you race
Who said?
baiter?
No. Would you just shut up? What is wrong with you? None of you Trump supporters have an ounce of fucking self-control. Not one.
Well, let people fucking talk without muting them.
No, because you keep railroading over me every time I start to talk. What party? What person said? Let's see if you know. Let's play a little game, okay? Everybody, if you want to help support my live, Cash App and Venmo is Diavatalks. It has my same logo. If you want to help support my live, I'm here every single day, 7 days a week from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern. And I am crowdsourced, so if you want to help support my live, please feel free. Let's play a game. Who said the Democrat side of the aisle looks like America? The Republican side the Republican Party looks like an exclusive country club. Who said that? I'll invite you to unmute.
I'm pretty sure the Democrat Party is the globalist.
Who said it?
Party today.
Hello?
Sure
Who said it?
Yeah, it's your party.
Who said it? Why can't you listen? Answer the question. Who said it? If you don't know, just say you don't know, but you need to answer my question. I'm not letting you pivot to something else. Who said it?
party's the one that hates America.
I want you to answer. Okay, you're not going to answer my question. That tracks. That tracks. Fuck off. Can't ever answer a fucking question. It was Kevin McCarthy, your old speaker, House Speaker leader. Fucking dummies. Those uneducated people. They don't know anything. They just come up here. I'm not answering a question. I'm just going to tell you you're the most racist person that I've ever seen, and it's your party that's racist. Y'all, I have to restart my live. I just got a violation. I'll be right back. God damn it. Chris, thank you for the $5 to boot him. I gotta do a quick restart. I'll be right back. Hi, YouTube. I gotta restart because I just got a violation. I get violations for bullying and harassing by holding their feet to the fire and making them answer answer the question. I don't understand why. Y'all, I'm going to run to the restroom really quick before I restart so I don't have to stop again. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, I must restart now. I just figured I'd go to the restroom so I didn't have to stop and go a minute ago. Or halfway into the next one coming up. Oh my God. I got a great cash app from Rachel. I'll tell y'all, it says, ask him what his grinder handle is. That was funny. All right. Here we go again. Trump supporters are in their feelings today. Okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Everybody else should be patting one of their faces. Don't break your screen, but bang on their faces. I know, right? If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. If you voted for Kamala Harris, just keep on throwing them hearts. Throwing them hearts. Throwing them hearts. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. If you're new here, haven't given me a follow, make sure you give me a follow. Hit the little heart up there. Join my team. Love to have you aboard, guys. After 4 years, Trump will leave this. Believe this is fear mongering. No, dictators don't leave willingly. Dictators don't leave willingly. How many dictators in history have ever gave up after their term was over? Yeah, you live in la la land if you think that's the case. But if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the get to request. Let's go. I'm going to bring up my backup account. Make sure you guys are all following my backup account, my 2.0. Oh my God, that was loud. I'm so sorry. Woo! Sorry for those on headphones. Everybody else, keep going. We haven't hit the For You page yet. When the numbers jump, I know we hit it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only. If you voted for him, if you voted for Donald Trump, I want to talk to you. Jack 6, you are a friendly. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. Oh my God, Rachel, I hope you're here. Rachel, you sent me a $5 or a $3 cash app before we restarted. You said ask him what his grinder handle is. And I literally laughed right out loud. Thank you for your support. And your comment was hilarious. There you are, Rachel. Okay, good. If you voted for Donald Trump, you are supposed to be getting in the guest request box. The comment section is not for you. The comment section is only for Harris supporters because they are not allowed in the box right now. They get the comment section. You guys get to come up and talk to me. So if you voted for Donald Trump, you need to be in the guest request box. If you've been invited by myself or any one of my moderators and you do not connect, you will be muted. You will be muted. Jay Garcia, thank you for the $1 cash app. These people want Trump to take them to Pound Town. Oh my God, I love you guys. Oh my God. Oh, cool person has 1 follower. It's a bot. Say hi to Vlad at the little Russian call center. Say hi, Vlad. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. Grow up. What does that mean? I am grown. And I bet you're going to come up here and you're going to be like, I'm 19. And you're telling me to grow up. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. I know with almost 500 people in here, there's Trump supporters in here. Why are you scared to come up and talk to me? I'm here for conversation. Yeah. Have you guys seen all over the mainstream media all the 200 different Tesla protests that are going on today? Is mainstream media covering it? No. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. I mean, you didn't get like no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, but you get to be racist. He reversed segregation. Isn't that fucking fantastic? You won. You get to be racist now. Yes. Congrats. No tax breaks for you. No cheaper groceries, no cheaper rent, no cheaper housing, no cheaper electricity, no cheaper goods. Everything's about to go fucking batshit crazy next week when he puts all the tariffs and everything in the whole fucking country is going to be 25% more expensive. You got that. People are getting kidnapped and disappeared off the streets. You got that. Hello, 1930s Germany, right here in America. Yeah. You won. You won. America first. America first. So we're going to buy Greenland and Canada and Panama, and we have to take Medicaid from the poor people and give rich people, the billionaires, the tax cuts, because we don't have enough money to do both. So we're just going to cut the Medicaid from the poor people, give the tax rates to the billionaires, and then we'll find money to buy Greenland and Canada and Panama and redo Gaza. Jesus fucking Christ. People are insane. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. You didn't even spell cuckoo right. Learn how to spell. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
23. I'm out in Cali.
Okay. What did you want to add to the conversation, or what did you want to talk about?
I want to say that most people that have a problem with Trump don't understand things from a macrocosmic view. Most super liberals come up here and they parrot all this.
What the fuck? Okay.
Ideas.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Hold on, just 1 second. I'm going to ask you one thing, please. Whatever you have to stop eating. Thank you. Don't eat. Oh shit, my thing just froze. If you're not eating, then you're snacking, and I can't handle it. So I'm just letting you. I need to know what a macrocosmic view is.
Things from a three-dimensional perspective, an entire encompassing perspective, not just the gay rights, not just the human rights shit, not the super liberal parroting talking points you guys love to peddle, but what would actually help the country. We're $20 trillion in debt.
And who added a quarter of that debt?
Every president.
Who added a quarter? Who added a quarter of our national debt? Of all the presidents up until now, all the presidents that we've had, who added a quarter of our national debt?
How much did Trump add?
Excuse me. If you don't know, just say I don't know. But don't then ask me. No. You don't answer a question with a question. Which president added a quarter of our national debt?
That's a lie. That was a lie. Trump added a few trillion, 30 trillion, and added 2 trillion. He is not a quarter.
It was, yes. He added 8 trillion in 4 years, a quarter of the national debt at that point. So you're wrong. No, you're wrong. No, you're not going to lie. Go get me a source that tells otherwise. Go.
No, you don't just get to say things and tell me.
Nope. It's 25%. Go look.
You don't just get to say things.
I do. Go look and tell me. No, you have to prove that I'm wrong.
That's how
I said 8 trillion. It's 8 trillion. And before Biden, before now, up until Trump, it was a certain amount. He added another 8 trillion, which was a quarter.
You don't know that certain amount. That's why you
okay. Did you say 30%?
What?
Did you? I'm sorry. Did you say 30 trillion?
Yeah, I misspoke.
Okay, what is a quarter? What is 8 times 4?
8 times 4. It's about 8 times 4 is not the correct math.
Just answer my question. How much is 8 times 4?
It's 32. Are you saying Trump?
Okay, no. Stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me, boo-boo bear. Okay. You said 30, right? 30 trillion. So a quarter, if it was 30, okay, would be 8 if it was 32. So a quarter of our debt was during Trump's first 4 years.
And and let's say that made sense. Why would he do that? Do you know why?
Yes, I know why.
Why?
Because he gave tax cuts to the millionaires and corporations like he is now. No. If printing money caused that, then it would have happened under him.
That's true, but when I say you don't understand...
No, I do understand. No. You're not going to mansplain. You're not going to mansplain. You don't know. No. I'm very open.
Does not need Trump's okay.
I'm very... Trump supporters have no self-control. MAGA men do not have self-control. When a woman is speaking, now I know why you voted for him. You're just a misogynist. You think that your words and what you have to say is more valuable than mine. And you're wrong.
Absolutely not. I think you just
Okay. Just nope. I live right in reality.
You don't, because you don't understand why the Federal Reserve printed money. You have not explained that basic concept to me. You say, oh, it happened under Trump. I'm going to run with this dumb logic. You don't know what you're saying.
Are you done crashing out?
No, because I have one more thing to add.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I'm sure it's going to be something personal.
No. Why did the Federal Reserve print the money? Since you think from a three-dimensional perspective and can see it from beyond the fucking TV narrative, why did they print the money? Silence, I thought so.
No, because it's a dumb question.
Yeah, that smug look on your face just means you don't really have the answer.
No, I do know the answer. It's because people didn't have work. People were out of work. They told people to stay home. Shut the fuck up!
Get their fat...
God damn it, I'm sick of you fuckers. Every time I open my mouth, you guys try to talk over me, and I'm sick of it. Cut it out. It's fucking red-pilled incel. Get the fuck out of here. You're an idiot. Sorry, y'all. Didn't mean. Sorry. I'm so fucking sick of men. Fucking think they can just come up here and constantly just keep unmuting. Talk over me. Oh, you don't know. You don't know anything. I'm so sick of it. Nothing is ever fucking Trump's fault. Nothing. Just spin. You turn yourself into goddamn pretzels. Fucking stupid. So dumb. They're so dumb. We all know why they gave out stimulus checks. Like, hello? Come up here like mansplain. You don't know. You don't know. And you don't know. We all fucking know. They're so gross. They're misogyny. It just oozes out of them. That they have to come up here and be like, I have to teach this lady something because she doesn't know. Fucking idiot. That's why we say that you're in a cult. Because no matter what he does, you guys will spin it around and around and around and around and around and around until nothing is his fault. It is disgusting. They just talk to women like they're trash. Like, you don't know, do you? Don't talk condescendingly to me. Fucking child. Shit pissed me off. I'm so sick of men who come up here and try to sling their schlong around. I'm sick of it. The GD.
Hey, what's happening?
If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Francis, did you vote for Trump?
Yes.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
55 in Oklahoma.
Jesus Christ.
You guys are so hypocritical. Your president did half the same thing that ours are doing, but they didn't do no wrong, but ours can do wrong. You guys are hypocrites.
What?
Bad. You guys are hypocrites.
Did anyone understand what she said?
You're a hypocrite.
Well, I got that word.
Because you guys justify what your president did.
What?
Has done a lot of bad things.
What? Tell me what bad things Biden did. That's a hard 55.
What's the difference between Biden and Harris? They both did the same thing.
I asked you, what did Joe Biden do wrong? Because you said Biden didn't do no. You guys don't think Biden did any wrong. Only Trump. I told very specific things that Donald Trump has done or that they're doing that are heinous. Please tell me something bad that Joe Biden did. Go. I'll wait.
Okay. What about those 13 military that got killed?
Okay, you can't use the K word, and you've been on TikTok long enough to know you can't use it.
Well, what about that?
Oh, I can tell you about that. If Donald Trump would have negotiated a better pullout deal, it wouldn't have happened that way. Had he not released 5,000, excuse me, you're not going to let me finish. Tell your husband or your cousin to be quiet. Okay? If he would have negotiated a better deal and not released 5,000 Taliban while reducing our troops down to 2,500, it would have gone better. Trump negotiated the entire deal. Biden had to execute it the way he negotiated it. So again, that's on Donald Trump. What about the 4 soldiers that have unalived over in the Belarus border? Has Trump even come out and said a fucking word about them that just were found unalived the other day? 4 more men? 4 more men? Yet no one's heard a word about it. I bet you didn't even know that happened. I bet you didn't even know that happened, right? You just have talking points. What else bad did Biden do?
Let's see. The border.
Okay, what did Joe Biden do to the border?
Let all those people come in.
Okay, okay. How did he do that? What policy did he institute that opened the border?
What policy? He just said, come on in.
Yeah, that's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's a lie. That's untrue. TikTok, this is for educational purposes only. This guest is lying. That is not what happened. I do not reflect this is misinformation from the guest in the box, not from me. That is not true. Never, 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 never. So tell me what you have to do. How do you change a border policy? How do you change a border? How do you change? No, we're not pivoting. No. Your goalposts have wheels. I understand, but we're staying right here. How does a border policy get changed? Oklahoma education system. Thank you, Appelzi, for subscribing. Thank you so much. I'll invite you to unmute. I need you to answer me. How does a border policy get changed?
Ask Biden.
Huh?
Ask Biden. Ask what he did.
No. Okay. Let's do an exercise. Okay. What was the border policy under Donald Trump's first term? If you don't know, just say you don't know, and I'll tell you.
I don't know.
Okay, it's called Title 8. That was what we were under Donald Trump in his first administration, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What border policy were we under the Biden administration?
Trump, I guess. But why didn't they try
If you don't know, just say you don't know. I'm looking for a number.
I don't know.
Okay. Title fucking 8. It's been Title 8. The border policy has been the same for like 60 years. Biden didn't change it. No one has changed it in decades. Okay? He cannot change it. It has to go through Congress. Okay? So Biden couldn't change anything. What happened is during, can you turn down your TV? My God.
I don't even have a TV on. Is it your computer? I have nothing going on in my house but me and you talking.
Don't gaslight me.
Why would I lie?
It literally was like the Orlando Magic music. I used to have season tickets to Orlando Magic games. That was the exact music they played before every game. My God, it's gone now. Tell me, do I know nothing? Anyway, so the reason what happened is when C-19 happened and Trump instituted Title 42, which kept people from being able to come over because we were in a pandemic. It was for public health. That was appropriate for him to do. Okay. And so when Joe Biden became president and we got through the worst of COVID, of C-19, sorry, TikTok doesn't like the full word, C-19, Joe Biden declared that the pandemic was over, right? So he knew that there was a buildup on the other side of the wall because people had to wait. They couldn't come over for months and months and months. And so there was a buildup. He knew there was a buildup. He wanted to keep Title 42 a little bit longer. And the Supreme Court of the United States told him it's unconstitutional to keep Title 42 after the pandemic has been declared over. And so it had to go back to Title 8. And that's when people were allowed to start coming over again. It had nothing to do with Joe Biden. It had nothing to do with Kamala Harris. It had to do with the border being closed because of C-19 and people were building up on the other side waiting to come over. Okay? Nothing that Biden did, because there's no policy change between Title 8 and Title 8. It's still Title 8. Still to this day, still to this very day, it's still Title. I feel like I have to take a shower.
Okay, I got one more thing.
It's still Title 8, by the way. It's still Title 8.
But I can't get past when they threw Joe Biden out and put her.
He stepped down. Why? They didn't throw him out.
He did not step down.
What did he say? What did he say in his resignation letter?
The one that everybody wrote for him, or what he wrote?
What he wrote and released.
He didn't want to step down.
Okay, can you go get me a source? Can you go get me anything that says Joe Biden was forced out and he did not voluntarily resign?
Of course they're not going to prove it because.
Then you can't claim it as being a positive if you have no proof of anything else.
Okay, I got one more thing. Do they wanted to hire a woman as a president?
We don't hire them. We elect them. We don't hire them. We elect them.
Well, she was never elected.
She was.
No, she wasn't. Not like Republicans did.
Yes, just like it. Just like it. Exactly identical. And I'll explain it to you. Okay, I have to shut you up because you just ramble. Okay, I'm going to explain it to you. Here we go. All right. Put your listening ears on, Francis. Okay. Ready? When you vote in the primaries, you vote for the ticket. Like when you guys voted, you voted for Trump Vance, right? Okay. When we voted for Biden Harris, right? Yes. Biden dropped out. So Harris stepped up and said, okay, I'll run. Then the RNC happened, which is the Republican National Convention. All of the delegates there gave all of their votes for Donald Trump. He was the nominee. So Harris, we get to the DNC, the Democratic National Convention. The delegates all meet there, and all of the delegates, over 4,000. Anyone could have challenged Harris, but nobody did because everybody wanted her. Okay, so the delegates cast the vote for Kamala Harris the same way they did for Donald Trump. And when she got over 4,000 and got all the delegates that the Democrats had, she was then the nominee and went on to the election. Both parties do the exact same thing. That's why you have an RNC and a DNC, to have your delegates cast their vote for the person that's going to be their end game delegate, who's going to run for the presidency. That's how it works. She got all the delegates for the Democrat Party. He got all the delegates for the Republican Party. They both got all the delegates they needed to be the nominee and went to do the contest. That's it. That's how it works. So she wasn't installed. She wasn't anything.
But you Democrats had that. She had it. You guys were sitting there. But I knew she's not strong enough. She's nothing like Barack Obama's wife, Michelle Obama.
Oh, she's actually more educated and more qualified than any man has ever run for president. She was a district attorney. She's a district attorney, an attorney general, a senator, and a vice president who had experience in all three branches of government. She was overqualified. If she would have been any white man, she would have been a shoo-in. But we have too many racists and too many misogynists in this country that they could not cast a vote for a black woman. And that is why Trump won by the slimmest margin of any presidential run in the last 100 years. He barely we eked out a win. It wasn't a mandate. It wasn't a landslide. And you can't tell me no, because I'm telling you a fact. I'm not telling you an opinion. You can't say no to a fact.
Nobody was being racist towards her. Not that I know of.
Well, then you live in La La Land.
Because Democrats are more racist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you who said this quote? Okay. Who said this quote? When you look at the Democrat side of the aisle, they are more representative of America. When you look at the Republican side of the aisle, it looks like an all-inclusive country club. Who said that?
It's not against being racist. She wasn't qualified.
Who said that?
It wasn't Trump. It wasn't Trump.
No, you're right. It wasn't. So I'm asking, do you know who said it?
Who? No.
Former Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. He said the Democrats look like a more representation of America, like the diversity. And the Republican side looks like an all-white exclusive fucking country club. So don't tell me that the Democrats are more racist when we are the ones that are the most diverse.
Well,
you live in delusion. You live in a state of delusion if you think that that's okay.
But that's okay. We just know Trump is going to do better than she is.
Yeah. When you lose your Social Security, when you lose your Medicaid, and when you lose your SNAP benefits, and if you get Social Security, don't come crying to us to do a fundraiser for you. Don't come to us, Democrats, looking for us to help you. It's going to hit poor red states harder than any other demographic in this country. Poor rural areas. So don't come to us and ask us for help. Don't ask us for food. And the food pantries won't be open either because he just cut all the funding to food pantries.
I work a job. I don't use SNAP. I don't use help.
Thank you, Loretta.
I do it on my own.
Yeah, okay. Are you getting disability? Are you getting Social Security?
Nope. I work 7 days a week.
Why aren't you at work now?
I just got off work.
Yeah, okay.
I work from 7 to 3. I work 7 days a week in a hospital.
God.
I don't use help. I don't need help. I depend on myself. I don't depend on government because nothing's free.
So you're never going to retire?
Not until I feel like it. And there's not touching our security. He's securing our security.
Girl, go put your teeth in. I'm done with you. Go put some teeth in. I'm done. I can't listen to fucking cash any longer. God damn. I'm sorry. That's all that was going through my head. I know. I'm trying to get myself back together.
Yeah, that was rough.
That's all my mind could hear. I was just like, suffering. It's like,
And we sit here and wonder why people say the brainwashing of America.
oh my God.
I mean, I went and looked at her profile. This is a woman in her 50s or 60s.
She said she was 55.
Yeah, and like I said, I didn't hear that part. I just heard, I went and looked at her profile. She's in her 50s or 60s. This is a woman that grew up the same amount of time that I did, through the same amount of time, through the same things that happened in this country with civil rights, human rights, women's rights.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That grew up during that time and yet is blind to it all. Someone asked a question to me earlier in a live, and they said, what was, what I'm saying? What was, what I'm saying? What, proved that Trump was racist? Hold on, people. We go back to all the time to the, what I'm saying, to the stuff that he did when he was younger and stuff like that. When he became president of this country, he made his first example when he said there was good people on both sides. That was his first example. And then he submitted it when he let 1,700 people out of Jan 6 cases and convictions that most of belong to a white supremacist group.
Yep. Sorry. Rachel, thank you for the $3 Cash App. Ask her why all your guests' gums whistle. Don't make me. Cheryl, thank you for the $10 Cash App for making me laugh so hard milkshake went everywhere. If you guys want to help support me, Cash App and Venmo is Diavatalks with my same logo, so you know it's me. I'll put it on the screen to help you out if you need it, but I would appreciate any and all support today. I am crowdsourced, so if you want to help support my live, I am here every single day, 7 days a week from 4 to 7 p.m. Eastern. Talking with these Trump supporters trying to hold their feet to the fire for what they voted for, but goddamn, some of them are just dumb. I couldn't stop laughing. I'm sorry. I had a visual in my head that I couldn't get out.
can't make this stuff up. And the fact that you said milkshake went everywhere is more fitting. Possibly Oreo.
My milkshake bringing all the boys to the yard. Oh my God. Whew. I don't know if there's any Trump supporters left in here, but if you voted for Donald Trump, I am looking. I am looking for Trump supporters to come on up. Stop putting suffering succotash in there because you guys are going to keep me laughing. That's all I could think of. Suffering succotash. He's going to secure our security.
Yeah, he's going to make us more secure. Oh my God. Ma'am, have you not watched the news ever?
I said at the beginning when she said 55, I'm like, that's a hard 55, but I didn't know how bad it was going to get. Yeah, Daffy Duck. Dawn, thank you for the $1 cash app for suffering succotash. Oh my, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. She's like, I work 7 days a week. Bitch, I don't even want you working 7 days a week. Nobody should have to work 7 days a week. I mean, I work 7 days a week, but not on my feet at a hospital.
Well, I mean, maybe we should have asked her what she did at the hospital because I have my
Probably a janitor. Housekeeping. Okay. Bring her back up so Val can talk to her if she wants to come on.
Oh, I'll eat that. She won't get a word. The thing is, for people like that, that say security, and this is, as we're going through the largest security breach in our government's history in my lifetime, people. And the last security breach we had, which was also one of the larger security breaches we had, was also by him. Huh.
I know, right? Hill, you're taking me out. Stop. She said she was in charge of the toothbrushes.
He voted against dental. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Oh, you guys are taking me out. Oh, I don't need no help. Right, Earl? I'm hurting too. My side hurts. Dana, thank you for the $5 Venmo. I'm Cherry in the chat, but I'm building a chicken coop while listening. I LOL'd so hard I almost fell when you told her about her teeth.
And again, appropriate, a chicken coop.
A chicken coop. Oh, fuck, you can't make this shit up. This is too funny. Oh, God, I should have told her like I did on Polly's live when I first started doing lives. I guest hosted with Polly all the time, and I told this one guy who was talking like that. I was like, "Oh my God!" Before I dropped, I'm like, "Go brush your tooth." That to this day, Polly has an image of just a single tooth.
Oh my God!
As one of his stickers. What did he say? What did Jim say?
God, Jim.
I like teeth. I collect them like the Tooth Fairy. Oh my God. Oh. Well, I'd rather have a laughing fit like we just had than be sitting here crying because they pissed me off with their inhumanity. I'll take laughing over crying any day. Tori, thank you for the $3 because I needed this laugh. Thank you. All right. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up.
That was a lot.
Oh, Hill, you're working. She said. She said, "Oh, for fuck's sake! I keep busting up laughing in front of customers. They think I'm crazy." The tooth fairy knows her address by heart.
Just 32 times.
Okay, I can't breathe. Crypto teeth. I'm done. Stop. Oh my god. Somebody said crypto teeth. Oh. Oh, it was Jim. Oh my god. Concepts of teeth. Okay, I gotta stop. Mr. Nation, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
Well, that was quick.
All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth.
That might have been appropriate.
Oh, okay. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, that was a zygote. That was not even a. That was not. That was not an adult. Jason, did you vote for Trump? Jason? Fighting tooth and nail for Trump. Oh, you guys. Tina on YouTube said, for every guest that goes up now, did you vote for Trump? How old are you? What state did you vote in? And did you put your teeth in? Oh, thank you, Tina on YouTube. That was funny. Puts the bite and bite Bitcoin. Oh my god. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Oh my god, that was so fun. Megan never tells the truth. Oh, I take it out. Oh. If you have more than 6 teeth requests up. Okay, y'all are gonna keep me going all day. Okay, I gotta get serious here. Make sure those hearts are still flying because we're probably falling off the For You page. So if y'all could just for a minute here. My sides are tooth or dare. Stop. Okay. She told the tooth the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Now, y'all, I was a court reporter for 15 years. I promise you, I've had to administer the oath to every single person that's testifying. Do you swear from the testimony you give here today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. I do. Okay. Thank you. And hundreds, if not thousands of times I've said that. Now, if I ever have to say it again, I'm going to say tooth, and I know it. Oh my God.
But it's just the tooth.
Making fun of people, tacky. We've had a hell of a laugh. I don't care. Sorry. I usually don't, but damn. It was an opportunity. It just presented itself, and it was just, I couldn't help it. And we've had a whole much fun. Oh, well. Scroll on then. If they voted for Trump, their vote was rude. Their vote was tacky. Their vote took away rights from people. I don't care about their feelings, to be honest with you.
If you put yourself on a social media app saying the stupidity that she did, you get what you ask for.
Truth or consequences.
Oh my God, Jim, stop.
Ben and Jerry. Gums delight.
It's the second part of that.
Oh my God. If you voted for Trump, hit the guest request. Come on up. We didn't make fun of her appearance. We couldn't see her. It was her suffering succotash. Trump's going to cyrus Social Security. He's going to secure security. Sandra, thank you for the $5 Venmo. That MAGA woman was lying. She said that she wasn't getting any benefits. If she's 65, she'd be getting Medicare. If not, she would be penalized if she didn't sign up for it at 65. Right. She said she was 55, even though she sounded 70. Amy, thank you for the $5 for the savage matching of energy. Thank you. I really appreciate your support, guys. I can't do this every day without you, so thank you. Oh my God. Juneteenth is her holiday. No, she would avoid that holiday. All right. If you vote for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. We've had some fun. We needed a laugh. Everything's going to shit. The country's on fire. People are disappearing off the streets. People are being snatched from their homes. Garvin, thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Oh, we're in a subwave. If you want to subscribe, we have I need 3 more subscriptions in the next 14 minutes. You get access to my really cool stickers that you can put on during the live, and you get priority in the box when it's time to bring up friendlies. So if you voted for Donald Trump, go ahead and hit the guest request and come on up.
Oh my God, Jim. Jim ain't letting this go.
No, and I'm trying to move on, and I can't because it's too funny.
Jim puts something amazing in every time.
I know. She's so funny. Oh my God. Chloe, thank you for the $1 Venmo. Talking to her was like pulling teeth. And her least favorite instrument is a tube of toothpaste.
Oh Lord, that even put a whole new meaning to that saying.
I know.
There was no more teeth to pull.
I know. Rachel, thank you for subscribing. Toothpaste lasts for centuries. Whole new meaning to cavity. Oh my God, Jim, you work.
I was thinking more along the lines.
Thank you, Rick. Oh, dry socket. Ooh. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is fun. I need 2 more subs in the next 13 minutes. If you want to sub down. We get the subwave. Her vote cost her arm, her teeth. You better wear a raincoat to talk to her. I feel like I got polio when her husband in the background was like, I'm like, oh my God. Let me see who, somebody just subscribed. I'm trying to say thank you. I can't see who subscribed. Rachel, Garvin. Rockin' Robin. Okay. I knew I missed one. There we go. Thank you, Gigi. Gage, thank you for subscribing. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. I asked her if that was her husband.
Jim said they could chew on their vote.
Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. Anywho's a dinger. You don't need to file for Medicare at 65. Admit you're wrong. Google it. I didn't say she had to. I was reading a comment from somebody else on a Cash App who said you have to go by 65. I know that. It's 67. Maybe not on it. Oh my God.
Maybe.
Smiley face in the poll. Smiley face if you voted for Harris. Sad face if you voted for Trump. It's in the middle of your screen at the bottom. Hit the smiley face if you voted for Kamala. Hit the sad face if you voted for Trump. Oh my gosh.
All two of them so far.
Mike, thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much. Thank you, Nelson. 2 Trump supporters, that's it? Then why don't you request up?
No, they're not going to request up. I'd take a breath, go do what you do about this time, and restart.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I have to. I think that whole thing made it absolutely not gonna ever, not gonna have any Trump supporters in here. All 2 of them.
So yeah, restart.
All right, gonna do a quick restart, guys. I'll be right back. Come right back. I'll be right back, guys. All right. Okay. Went ahead and went to the little girls' room so I don't have to restock again or get up and do it later. All right. We're going back live again. Waiting for everybody to get in. Holy moly, that was funny. We got to get serious now, though. We got some Trump supporters to talk to. Oh, that's so funny. Welcome back. Thank you for coming in. I just seeing those hearts flying just that makes my heart happy. Makes my heart happy. Stop it. Don't make me lose it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. We're looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only. Everybody got my backup account. It made me lose it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. If you voted for Kamala Harris, just keep patting that screen. One of their 2 faces, just go to town on one of their faces. Just don't break your screen. I don't know why it always makes that god-awful noise when I connect my backup. Make sure you're following my backup account. Just in case anything happens with this account, I will be going live on that account. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request and come on up. I'm sure Val will be back. Everybody we have not hit the For You page yet, so if y'all could just keep, fill that heart line up a couple of times. So we can get some Trump supporters in here so we can have some conversation. So if you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's chat. If you voted for Donald Trump, like, are you excited that you don't get no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, no tax on Social Security, not cheaper housing, not cheaper gas, not cheaper electricity? Everything you campaigned on, you're not getting any of it. Like, any of it. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Tasha, come up into the box. You're going to be muted. We're here for conversation, not for keyboard warriors. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come up. I am looking for Trump supporters and Trump supporters only to have a conversation with. So come on up. All right, C. Cleve, let me write down your name real quick and I'll go. I can't do it till I get off the live. Or I'll find you, Cleve. C. Cleve. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button and come on up. Everybody else, keep patting the screen. Pat, 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 pat. Okay, licensed pro, come up and let's talk. I'm not here to talk to the chat. I'm here to have conversations. So come up here and have a conversation. Misinformation, is that your name? If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request button. Come on up. We're here for conversation. Come up and have a conversation with Val and I. Let's go. Trump supporters are not allowed in the comment section. You should be in the guest request box and up here talking to us.
Coffee tapping.
I'll bring two of you up. If you want me to drop Val, I'll drop Val till you're done, Tasha. I didn't do that for any particular reason. I'll drop, if you request up, I'll drop Val down and have a conversation with you, and then I'll bring him up when we're done. I don't have a problem. That's no problem. Thank you, Diane. Maybe she's scared of Val. I don't know. But anyway, I'm looking for Trump supporters. So if you voted for Donald Trump, get up here. Let's go. Val, have you had a chance to see the executive order? I don't know if he sent it last night, yesterday, this morning. I'm not sure which day. So much shit's coming out. But if you go to the whitehouse.gov, like the beautification of DC.
Of DA, he's trying to call it DA.
I know. He does say District of Columbia, though.
Yeah, so the beautification of DC. Why does that scare me so much?
Uh-huh.
I don't know, the beautification of DC, if you've ever been there, it's pretty beautiful place. It's, I mean, you know, it has its areas just like any other city does, but it's a pretty nice place.
Yeah, between like we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this, in the middle is where the Metropolitan Police Department have to report directly to him.
He can't do that.
Go, you should read the EO. It's insane.
Yeah. Oh my God.
This man is crazy. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Oh, and the Attorney General. He puts in there the Attorney General. Instead of just like putting Pam Bondi, but he put the Attorney General to help select, retain, retrain MPD.
That would be against everything that the Constitution says.
I know.
The reason that D.C. is there and called the District of Columbia is because that piece of land has to be neutral.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it is not a state.
That's exactly what they're doing, Mickey. They're setting up to arrest protesters. I agree. And yeah, making loyal MAGA police, because he wants them to be trained by them, hire a bunch of new. They want to help recruit. He wants to help, him and the Attorney General want to help them recruit people. Gee, I wonder what kind of MPD there's going to be if they get to recruit. It's going to be people from like the Proud Boys and the Oath Keepers. It's sick. Where are the U.S. Marshals? The U.S. Marshals are under the executive branch. He's not going to order the U.S. Marshals to go after himself.
Yeah, that's something we have to address.
It is. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Is this what you voted for? Is this what you wanted? You wanted a dictator to just take over everything and tell everybody how to live and what to do and take over the police and take over everything? Like, is that what you voted for? He can have my neighbor.
Well, I know that feeling sometimes.
Democrats continue to lie. That is why they never be elected again. Hi, come on up. I just invited you.
It's a bot, I guarantee you. It's a bot.
I know. It's okay. We'll see. Otherwise, you're going to be muted. You should be in the box if you voted for Donald Trump, not in the comment section. The comment section is not for you. Get in the box. Trump is amazing. Okay, come up and talk. What are you guys so afraid of? Why can't you have a simple conversation? Like, I don't understand why they don't come up. You know, they'll come in here and be like, oh, Trump will come and let you know. It's Saturday, you ain't got nothing else to do. Except for the Democrats are winning the special elections. Oopsie. Oopsie. Nah. Hush.
And I mentioned this earlier. If you put yourself on a social media app and you say stupid things in stupid ways, you open yourself up to that. If you don't like it, don't get on social media.
That's true.
You've got to, and don't get in a political life.
Lord, no.
Politics is not friendly.
No.
Okay, politics is hard conversations about real issues, and they get passionate. And if you don't like that, go away. This is not the barbecue.
No, we're not here making friends. If you voted for Donald Trump, hit the guest request. Let's go. Florida special elections today's the last day for early voting. Today's the last day for early voting. I believe the election is Tuesday. I think today is the last day for early voting in person. And Josh Wheel is ahead. No, yes. And Gay Valamont was down this morning. And she's up by, I think, like 3 or 4 now in District 1, which was Matt Gaetz' district. That is ruby fucking red. We could do this. If Democrats will show up, we can do this. Trump. Come on up, Catherine.
Well, that would be huge, guys, because that balances the House out. And with the House balance out, that forces a new Speaker of the House vote.
That is right. Jay Kai, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
All right. How old are you and what state did you vote in?
25, voted Missouri.
I'm sorry, Missouri. And how old?
25.
Oh, 25. Okay. Did you want to add to the conversation we were having, or what did you want to talk about?
I didn't really get to look at your whole banner yet.
Just the similarities between 1930s Germany and right now, like with, the people disappearing, being kidnapped and disappeared off the streets and sent to concentration camps without due process, kind of like the stuff they did back then. Yeah, it's kind of not good, right?
It's not kind of, it is like they did.
No, it's exactly, yeah.
Are you concerned about the 300,000 or more children? That's a lie to begin with.
That's a lie.
Stop. Well, what you just said is no, sir. What you just said in this talking point, this is what's referred to as a false narrative.
And a propaganda.
What you were talking was just something that never actually happened. It's just something you did not like to hear.
No, it didn't happen.
It never happened. Well, we're talking about people disappearing off the streets right now, being put in prisons in Florida and El Salvador and
Louisiana.
It's actually happening. Did they belong here to begin with?
Yes.
Yes.
They're all legal citizens. Yes. They're either they're either here legally. They've got valid green cards. They came in the right way. They're legal in the United States. Yes.
Where are you guys pulling these facts from? This is national news. You can pull these facts from a million different sources right now. Where do you get yours? We are now up to the people they sent to El Salvador. We already know of now 5 of those people that were green card holders, that were here legally, that weren't doing nothing wrong. We know of several more that didn't even have criminal histories.
Correct.
Okay? And we're also green card holders, and here for and had cases and court dates set up. These things we already know, sir. These things are happening, and this is what happens when you try to take away due process from this country. That is why it exists in our Constitution, is so this very thing does not happen.
The professional soccer player from Venezuela, he was being targeted by the Maduro regime, and he fled Venezuela and seeking asylum in the United States for persecution. He went through the legal process of seeking asylum. He was awaiting his hearing. It was scheduled for April 17. He had a soccer ball tattoo next to a rose. They said that those were gang tattoos and sent him to El Salvador. He never got to go in front of a judge to prove that he wasn't part of a gang. He didn't get any type of due process whatsoever to prove who he was. And that's what everyone that's within this country is afforded. If you're in this country and you're subject to our laws, you are protected by our Constitution. And so they have had no due process rights. None.
What is the percentage of people that have not? Sure.
It shouldn't be one.
Hold on. They haven't even proven
any of them.
Single one.
Yep.
Was a criminal. Not one.
Because they never went to court. So the government has no proof that they were part of these gangs. There's no proof. You provide proof is shown in court. And the judge determines on whether or not they're a criminal or they're a part of this gang, or those are actual gang tattoos and stuff like that. You go before a court with your evidence. And if they say, no, you're in the country illegally, or you are part of this gang, you have to stay deported, you have to be deported, then they're deported. We have no problem deporting undocumented immigrants. I just don't think Republicans think that. Democrats have no problem with them deporting criminals that commit crimes and people that are here undocumented. We don't have a problem with that. It is the process of which they're doing and violating their constitutional rights. That's the problem. Because that could happen to you, Jake.
No, it actually couldn't happen.
It could happen to you. Can I tell you how it could?
Hold on, stop right there. You just said something that is absolutely wrong. Sir, the minute we take due process from one person in this country,
you take it away from everybody.
Hold on, sir. We now open it up for it to be taken away from all of us. This is what you don't understand, sir. I can sit here right now and go, you know what, Jake? You need to be deported. You're a gang member. I don't like how you look, and we're going to send you away. And if I was the president of the United States, sir, and I didn't let you go through due process and said that's what's just going to happen, that would be what happens. And that's what happened to these people, Jake. Well, I guess you can call that a free vacation, fresh start, right? Free vacation, fresh start. You're the most disgusting.
He's a disgusting human being.
Yeah, that's absolutely disgusting, sir, because you're not listening.
Get the fuck out of here. No.
It can happen. It can happen to one of us. It can happen to all of us.
Fuck off, you nasty, disgusting human being. That's that white privilege. He's like, not gonna happen to me. He don't give a shit about anybody else. Ain't gonna happen to me. Don't care. Yes, it will.
Hey.
Tasha, hi. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did this time. I was just listening, and you had just said to Jake that you don't have a problem with deporting illegal immigrants.
Undocumented, I said. I said undocumented. Human beings are not illegal.
Yeah, okay. I actually looked it up. They are.
No, they're not. Where?
No. Where did you look it up?
What proof?
And you go
No,
to
stop.
US Code.
You just made a claim. What proof?
I just told you where to go.
What proof?
uscode.house.gov.
Nope.
USCode.house.gov is not an agency.
It's not an
that tells
agency,
us
no.
It's illegal. Or tells us
You
who's
can go there
created or
and
broke a crime. And try again.
Documented and illegal. It's
Try again,
the same
man.
thing. Anyway.
You find me the word illegal in the law. In the law. In Title 8. Find me the word illegal.
Correct. I'm just gonna tell her right now, Tasha. House.gov, whatever. Senators and representatives can write anything on their pages, and they do not have to be true. That is not a valid source. So you'd have to go to 8 U.S. Code 1158 or the U.S. Code 38 or 1238 or something like that to actually get what the code is. The opinion of certain House members on what's legal and not legal is strictly their opinion. You'd have to go to the actual law.
Anyway, you said it's going against their
No.
constitutional rules.
It is.
But if they're illegal, they don't have fucking
Yes,
Yes, they do.
ma'am.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
That's
Get read the
the
14th
stupidest
Amendment.
statement you've ever
No,
said to
No, ma'am, stop. Right there. First off, you decided
They
to
don't
come
have
into this
fucking-
slide.
If there's
No,
if
ma'am.
if they're subject to our laws, okay? If they're in this country and they're caught speeding, our law enforcement pulls them over. They're subject to our laws. If they commit a crime, if they unalive somebody, they get arrested and they go to jail because they are subject to our laws. So if they're subject to our laws, they are subject to our Constitution when on U.S. soil. That's not debatable. That's not an opinion. That is just simply how it is.
So you're asking me first. All right.
There's only one. Ma'am, hold on a minute.
Up there all day.
Before you start, you need to stop.
This is why I didn't want to have the conversation, because you have someone else that cleans up on the people
know
up here.
the rules.
You have 2 against 1 each time you go lap.
Ma'am, I will talk to you by myself because you were talking on the Constitution, which I was educated on my entire life.
Well, I didn't even get a full
Okay,
say,
so ma'am, stop please for a second and listen.
So,
Okay, when you talk about the Constitution and what it allows for with people in this country, this is not only my opinion. This has been decided by Supreme Courts over the entire years of this country.
She ran.
If you come into this country, you are subject to our laws and our rights, ma'am.
Exactly what I said.
That is how it was built. That is exactly what the 14th Amendment reiterated when it said subject to the jurisdiction.
Exactly. They don't see them as human. And that's the problem. They're human beings. They're here. So if they're subject to our laws and punishments and prison systems, they're also covered under our Constitution and afforded those rights as well. Hi, Sunny Day.
Hey, Java, how are you? Hey, Val.
Good.
Hey, Sonny, real quick, just to prove my point. Hey, Sonny, do you know the only group of people that are not subject to our laws when they're in the United States? My guess is it would be the indigenous because they are their own country, essentially. That is correct, and there's one other group.
Republicans.
Oh, diplomats. Diplomats, there it is. Republicans might be the right answer. But diplomats. And diplomats because they are granted diplomatic immunity.
Right.
Right. Yeah, but I wasn't sure if it was friendly.
It is. Yep, it is. Friendlies can come up now. Trump supporters or Harris supporters can come up. Anybody can come up right now.
Okay. Well, I had to talk to you guys. I see Val all the time, but you and I had to chat for a while. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
I gotta say that, every day
Is a shit show.
Of him not being in office was I didn't get up every day and start reading the newspapers and go
To see what
disaster happened overnight.
What fresh hell awaits today.
Exactly. And now we're right back to where we were from 2017 to 2021.
I've said it before. I wish he would have just won the election instead of Biden, and we'd be rid of him by now. He wouldn't have had 4 years for their Heritage Foundation to put everybody in place and everybody. We would just be rid of him by now.
I said the same thing. They had 4 years to plan this disaster.
Yep. And they didn't miss. And they didn't miss a step. Yep.
Yeah. And these people who don't understand that just because you're in this country and you're not a U.S. citizen means that you still have rights.
Exactly. They do not understand because they do not see them as humans. I guarantee you that's it. They don't see them as humans, like this American exceptionalism. Like, well, they're in our country. They don't get our protections. They're just selfish as fuck.
I gotta say, the video of that woman, the Tufts woman, or
Tufts University.
University of Tufts. That is the most disgusting and frightening thing I've seen in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
If a bunch of speaking of undocumented, if a bunch of people out of uniform with no badges can walk up and haul you away, they can do that to anybody.
Yes. And the guy that was videotaping him saying, "Are you police? Identify yourself." And they wouldn't say anything. But they had masks on. They wouldn't wear masks during C-19 because I can't breathe. I can't breathe with one of those on. But every time they go out to snatch people off the streets, they don't mind wearing a mask.
I'm going to tell you when that situation's going to end. Because it's going to come that they're going to do this in a place that's just not as friendly as where they were sitting. Because one thing people need to understand is law, right?
Yes.
If you don't identify yourself.
Yes.
And you get taken out.
Oh, well, you didn't say you were a cop.
And you didn't show a badge.
You didn't show a badge.
Same reason you don't have to pull over for an unmarked police car, people.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anybody, I mean, if you walk up and identify yourself as a police officer without showing a badge, I'm not going to believe you.
No, that you could be impersonating a police officer.
Not to mention, I'm sure you can go out and buy a fake badge almost anywhere you want.
You can buy them on Amazon.
Probably.
I mean, seriously.
With all the things I look for on Amazon, that's not on my wish list.
Next time you look, go look. I promise.
Yeah, we actually had a police department get in trouble in Texas because they tried to pull a fast one on people. Because there was a point in time in this country that people were using old police cars or unmarked police cars to, pull people over, and then bad things were happening.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so the laws came out that police car has to be clearly marked. And, so they know what they're pulling over for. And it also, and they also have to come up and represent themselves, show their badge and their ID. I'm Officer so-and-so, the whole thing.
Right.
There was a police department in Texas that decided it would be a good idea to put the badging on their cars the exact same color as the paint. Okay, was it somebody just being dumb, or was the whole concept to hide it? Yeah, to try to be able to pull people over or have an unmarked car that people couldn't recognize as a police car. It's called entrapment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You can't do that.
Unfortunately, I can see somebody being stupid and going, "Hey, let's just paint it this color," and then realizing, "Oh, you can't see the badge." Because I've seen it. No, it was totally on purpose. Yeah. For speed traps.
I don't know. It's scary. It's a scary place. We're in a scary time. I mean, for obvious reasons, but I might say this wrong, so I hope nobody gets upset or offended. I don't mean it the way it might come out, but it's especially scary when you have young kids. I have young kids that are on the spectrum who RFK Jr. is saying wants to put them in camps and re-educate them because they haven't been properly disciplined. Okay. And then the other one is on the spectrum, or the other one's part of the LGBTQ community that are also being targeted. So as a parent, trying to keep your family safe without being like hysterical all the time and like constantly worried and trying to figure out where you're going to go and where you're going to flee to and all this garbage. It just adds just another level of stress that is just, it's crazy. I'm not saying it's not difficult for adults, but when you're an adult and then you have to protect your children and hope they don't get snatched up, that's a whole nother level.
See that? I mean, I worry about me. I'm a single guy. I don't have a family I have to worry about. So if I suddenly had to worry about, a wife and kids, yeah, absolutely. I mean, these are the problems that, we talk about. Anybody kept up with the story in Roanoke?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, where they just, he went to get batteries for the bubble machine at the daycare.
And it's time stamped. There's actually a video
camera. And he's got a receipt and everything.
Yeah. He went. He was working on a machine, a bubble machine, in his mom's daycare. Now, I want you to keep in mind, this man is deaf, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. And he was working on a bubble machine, and the batteries. He figured out the batteries were dead in it. They didn't have any batteries there. There's a timestamp.
So he went to the Dollar Tree. Yep.
So he ran up the road to a Dollar Tree, grabbed batteries, came back, didn't break any laws through all of this. Came back, pulled into his driveway, or the daycare driveway, got out of the car. 2 police cars pulled up beside him, apprehended him, yelled at him, started going, he can't hear. Okay? Yelled at him, put him to the ground, put him in a chokehold, did this whole thing. His mom's coming out going, what's going on? What's going on? He had the receipt for the batteries in his pocket. Took him to jail, held him in jail
for a week.
For a week, until the judge finally heard the case and gave him bail. Didn't drop the charges, gave him bail. The charges were for not listening to police.
He's deaf.
Okay, and then okay, hold on.
He didn't follow their orders.
Remember I said he didn't break a law the entire time?
Yeah.
He just drove up to the deal, got
Yep.
batteries, came back to got in his house. You know what I'm saying? Did nothing wrong. Didn't break a law. Oh, but hold on a minute. There's one other part to this story. Oh yeah, he's a black man. What a surprise.
Oh, and the only thing he was charged with was resisting arrest.
What was it wasn't resisting arrest. It was
Resisting
not
without
paying
violence.
Attention to instructions.
Right. I'm like, he's deaf. Yeah. He didn't listen to instructions because he couldn't fucking hear them.
This is what I tell you guys. If the rights for one of us, for
They
anybody in this
Gone
country,
for all of us. Yep.
it can go to all of us.
And I assume you guys have read the articles about food pantry after food pantry after food pantry that's not getting the food.
Not getting the funding.
Nope. Yep, they are not.
So, now we're just going to have people starving on the streets.
Yes.
Can't get any food.
Yes.
Well, not just the streets. I mean, it's, people think, people like to refer this as streets, and I'd like to have us be real careful about this. Who this is really going to affect is our elderly
In rural areas.
and our children.
Yeah. Yep.
When I say the streets, I'm using that as a very broad term. Just all of us.
It's going to be elderly and children that are going to suffer the most. But cruelty seems to be the point.
Yeah, apparently. It's like you're supposedly getting rid of all of this fraud, waste, and abuse, but every article that I read about what they're claiming is fraud, waste, and abuse.
It's just things they don't like.
Programs that they don't like.
Yeah. Waste, fraud, and abuse would be, this whole America First agenda, all of this America First agenda and all this stuff. But then what does he want to do? Has he done anything for the Americans? Has he done anything to help us ease our pricing, ease the cost of things, ease all that? No, he's taking Medicaid and food away from poor people, children, and elderly, right? So he can give billionaires and corporations tax cuts. But somehow he's going to have enough money to buy Canada and Greenland and Panama Canal and redo Gaza.
This administration in over 60 days has actually spent more money than Doge has actually saved us.
Yes. From last February to this February, they've spent $63 billion more than the last administration did. How are we inciting violence when we're telling you what's happening? Come, please tell us. Tiberius, did you vote for Trump?
What you're doing here is
Did you
extremely
vote for
offensive.
Trump?
Yes, I did.
How old are you?
Genocide on the
How old are you and what state did you vote in? And don't say that. Say G side or anything else. Dude, do you not have self-control?
illegal, lady. You're inciting violence. You're inciting violence on people.
How am I inciting violence? Can you tell me how old you are and what state you voted in?
You downplay.
How old are you and what state did you vote in?
38 years old and I'm from Chicago and I'm Jewish. And what you're doing is inciting violence on Trump and Trump supporters. That's
How?
illegal, lady.
How?
Trump did not order a genocide on the Jewish people.
I told you not to use that word.
Bye.
By the way, in case you're still in the chat, dude, I'm also Jewish, and I also live in Chicago, in the city of Chicago, because I'm guessing you're probably from Naperville or somewhere on the north suburbs.
Psycho. My God.
We're not going to do that, sir. If you want to come up here and have a legitimate conversation about what's going on in this country today, we're more than willing to have it. But if you're just going to come up here and be crashed out the second you come up here, spewing keywords that you know get TikTok lives taken down, if you're going to continue to do that, we're not going to have a conversation.
Yeah, he was definitely emotional.
And I want to make it damn clear. There is no one promoting violence against the President of the United States from the left side.
No.
Certainly not at this live.
I'm not inciting any violence. That's so silly. Christy, did you vote for Trump? Or Harris?
Sorry, tapping error.
That's okay, hon. Thank you for tapping. I mean, because I'm comparing these two, well, then maybe he should stop acting like him, and I won't compare the two.
If you don't like the comparison, it's probably because it's true.
Exactly. Hit dogs holla. Straw Hat, did you vote? Oh no, you voted for Harris, right?
Yeah, I've been up here before. How are you guys doing today?
Doing very good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good as well. Just enjoying the usual live today, and I'm glad that we had that actual real big moment of laughter there with the tooth woman. Like, I was laughing so hard
I was too.
I actually messed me up getting a hat trick in NHL. but yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. And to hear everybody talking about, it's like, oh, you're making, you're insulting her because of how many teeth she got. Like, I don't want to hear that from people who laughed at a guy who literally called Puerto Rico a floating island of garbage. Miss me with that mess.
Right. And mocking the disabled reporter.
Right. Or referring to quote unquote to liberalism as quote unquote a mental illness. Like, miss me with that garbage. Like, they can dish it out, but they can't take it.
No, they cannot.
Exactly. And I always get a kick out of the whole thing. It's like, well, it won't happen to me. It will eventually, because a perfect example of it is, and me and my roommate we're actually talking about this. It's like a lot of the people who say I'm LGB without the T, because they think, oh, I'm not trans, so if I exclude them, it's good because it won't affect me, when it will, because it will eventually come to everybody.
To the L, to the G, to the B, to the exactly. It's going to hit the rest of you too.
Exactly, because here's the thing, because if you even give them any kind of leeway to even do any kind of atrocity,
yep,
what makes them stop at that? Because guess what? Who's to say they're not going to deport anybody who has any kind of opinion against the president, even if it's somebody who voted for him and is like, hey, what you're doing is some fuck shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, deport him, because exactly, it's like power is like alcohol. When you have enough of it, you get drunk off of it, and you do some dumb shit.
Yep.
I will remind you and everybody in the comments to read the poem First They Came.
Yep, First They Came for me.
And the American Bar Association came out with a statement this week essentially saying, we're standing up, we are not going to put up with going after the lawyers, because the lawyers and the judges are the only people who are going to stand in the way of this right now.
Exactly.
And he's wanting. And Mike Johnson the other day saying that he goes, well, we fund the district court, so we'll just take their funding away. Like, they don't even care that they're breaking the Constitution left and right. They're all doing it. They don't care. Anything to get Trump his agenda. And did you hear J.D. Vance yesterday in Greenland when he's like, we can't ignore the president's desires to have Greenland. My God, how fucking embarrassing.
Right. That made me absolutely sick. And then to hear him complaining, and then to hear that apparently he was pissing and moaning about how cold Greenland is. I'm like, what's the matter, Ohio boy? You can't handle a little cold?
That's so gross.
Now, to be honest, Greenland is there's probably a big difference in how cold Greenland can get versus Ohio. But I'm from the South, and I'll even say this: I probably couldn't deal with being up in Ohio, much less up in the Northeast with that kind of cold or snowfall.
No, I live in Florida. I'm a native-born Floridian. I'm very rare. I know I'm a unicorn, but I'm a Florida native, and I am soft as hail when it comes to cold weather.
It's like, heck, our whole state shuts down when there's an inch or two of snow.
If it snowed in Florida, we'd have to shut everything down.
They don't even put coats on in Chicago until it gets below freezing.
Right? Oh, and y'all got to deal with that shit, and y'all got to deal with that with that lake effect, cold air and snow. Oh, oof.
I had all the windows open in the house. The wind shifted about an hour ago off the lake, and I'm like, I got to close up the house.
The only time I'd probably ever go to Chicago in the winter is if my Titans are playing the Bears or my Preds are playing the Blackhawks. That's it. That is it.
Well, a lot warmer going to the United Center to see a hockey game than it is out at Soldier Field to watch football. So.
Right. And Sunny Day, are you also a Bulls fan?
I am, but I haven't really paid much attention since D Rose left the team.
Gotcha.
I was a big fan of the Bulls in the 90s, and when they drafted D Rose, it was a lot of fun. They've just been they're not bad enough to root for like my White Sox are, and they're not good enough to win anything. So it's like,
right, because
mediocre for 2 decades.
Right, because before I hop out, I was just going to say, hell of a night they had the other night where they scored the Lakers within the last couple of seconds of the game. That was the jaw dropped when I saw that.
About the replay of that. That was awesome.
Right, but I'll go ahead and drop on out. Y'all have a good rest of the
Thank
weekend.
you.
And we're just gonna keep the fight and just keep doing what y'all are doing. Y'all are absolutely nailing it.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Like, truly, I do.
Of course. Always happy to help in any way I can.
Thank you so much.
Y'all take care.
You
Just
too.
gonna drop
Bye-bye.
out.
Okay. Whee!
You started that, but it's entertaining.
I think Matt, didn't he? Matt, the angry USMC angry vet.
Oh, did he?
I think so. I can't remember, but it's so funny. Makes me laugh every time.
Yeah, exactly.
Good. Hi, Mitria.
Hi, how are you?
Good, love. How are you?
I'm good.
Good.
I'm not going to come up here and talk about sports ball because I don't know much about it.
Okay, good.
But I did want to come up here. Say what?
We only did it for a moment.
Yeah. But it can turn into hours. I know all about you guys.
That's true. That's true, though. It can. I promise you.
Yeah, it can. You're right.
But no, I wanted to come up here. If anybody in here is one of the people that were upset about the teeth comments, I was the first person in the chat to tell that woman to put her teeth in. And I am somebody who has false teeth, so don't come for me unless I call for you. No, but seriously,
I thought it was funny.
Say what?
I thought it was damn funny.
I was like, girl, oh, here we go again with your Kermit comment. You know what, Maureen? There's a box of crayons for you to eat.
Oh, he's coming up. I saw that and I requested him up. U.S. Marine.
Oh, good.
Did you vote for Trump?
Kermit the Frog here. I would like you to tell me.
Did you vote for Trump? Hold on.
Stroke victim with a vegan vocal cord. How about me being Kermit? Did you vote for Trump? 100%. Of course you did. Correct. So talk to me again about being Kermit. I had a stroke, sir, and my vocal cords have been weakened because of it.
Oh,
and
I'm
you're
sorry.
making fun of a stroke victim. So
I
say it to
didn't.
my face, bitch.
Right, so I didn't know that. So I.
Well, that's why you
Now
shouldn't.
know.
Right.
Okay.
Anything else?
How old are you? I'm curious. How old are you?
Oh, I'm a retired Marine. I'm old.
That doesn't tell me anything.
I am 58 years old.
Okay, you're not that old. I'm 52. You're not that old.
And you're not even the oldest one in the chat.
Exactly. What I wanted to ask you was, how do you feel about being a traitor to your oath?
I never been a traitor to my oath.
Well, if you took an oath as a Marine to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic, wouldn't you think that Donald Trump would be the domestic side that you probably should be rising up against, especially after January 6th, and after him violating the Constitution multiple times in this administration?
Not at all. What he's doing is getting out the illegals. I've stolen valor. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so him violating the Constitution has nothing to do with immigrants.
He did not violate.
His violations of the Constitution has nothing to do with immigrants. Stripping away. Okay, so the First Amendment. Violating the First Amendment by not allowing AP News into the White House press pool because they wouldn't use the word Gulf of America. They used Gulf of Mexico because they're an international newspaper or media. And it doesn't matter if you like Gulf of America. The rest of the world does not call it Gulf of America. Okay, and so since the AP News has a worldwide audience, they still call it Gulf of America or Gulf of Mexico while they did a piece. And so because they wouldn't call it Gulf of America, they won't allow them in the press pool. That is suppression that's violating the free press. Number two, the students at these universities that supported Palestinian people, they're allowed to protest peacefully. And he's snatching them up and kidnapping them and putting them into detention facilities. That's a direct violation of their freedom of speech.
Excuse me, ma'am. So I live in Massachusetts. I know that the woman that
Tufts University.
in Cambridge, Mass.
Yeah, it's at Tufts University. I've already said it. Keep up.
Sorry?
I said it's at Tufts University. We already know.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah.
So you think that them walking up to her and snatching her off the street and sending her to a detention camp in Louisiana, she's had no due process whatsoever.
Correct. I disagree with that, what they did.
Okay, well, that's not the first one. They've done it repeatedly, and he says he has a list of over 300 that they're going to do that to. Why is that okay? Why are you not calling that administration and saying, hey, this is unconstitutional. I voted for you, but this is not okay. You need to stop this.
It's
Why?
Not okay. It's not okay
Why is it okay to take people that they suspect are gang members and shipping them out to El Salvador when they too have had no. They have.
No.
Okay, I don't allow men to speak over. I don't allow men to speak over me, and it will not start with you. I didn't finish my question. When you're picking up people that you say look like they're part, you don't have to drop. I just want you to wait your turn. You can't take turns. He'd rather run away than just let a woman speak. I know why you voted for Trump now.
I mean, it seems on par for an oath breaker.
And by the way, he is in violation of the Constitution with regard to immigrants because those people he deported did not get due process.
No.
And they have a right to due process. If they are gang members or they committed a violent crime and they're not here, they don't have their documentation, fine. I don't have a problem deporting.
None of us have a problem with sending them back.
But the problem is, guys, careful when you say that. They still have due process.
That's what he said. He's like, we all don't mind. That's why I think that Republicans think that Democrats just don't care if people are here undocumented or whatever. I'm like, I don't care actually, but I don't have a problem with them being deported. If they commit a crime, let them serve their time, deport them out of here. I don't have a problem with that. I don't think anyone in this country has a problem with that. It's due process that they're afforded, and that's what's missing.
I will say this. I would much rather see undocumented people here than some of the child labor laws that they're starting to loosen, saying that a 12-year-old can work an overnight shift.
Well, that's actually in Florida. They just passed that from one chamber to the next, and it's 14 years old. Still bad, but they can work overnight shifts on a school night.
Right.
It's okay, Sonny. I think you were getting it mixed up with Tennessee, where you can get married
At 12, yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's not one state, it's another.
Right.
Cal, did you vote for Trump or Harris?
Harris,
Okay.
North Carolina,
North
58.
Awesome. Okay.
Thank you for having me up, Diava. I
Of course.
appreciate it so much.
Sure.
I'd like to name this a title of hypocrisy. 3 things I want to bring up, and maybe you could take one of them and dissect. One is Jasmine Crockett. She made the comment about Abbott, wheeling.
Hot Wheels?
Yeah, Hot Wheels, and that's one that I'd like to say. The second is Shady Vance being in Greenland yesterday and wearing his romper room workout jacket and pants.
Yeah, where was his
Yes, I
suit?
made fun
Where was his
of
suit?
Lindsay.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
and the third is the scandal, of course, of what's happening that we all know about Signal. If this was the Democratic Party,
It would be 24/7 nonstop of how we have to step down.
they would have been prosecuted already.
Yeah.
So pick your poison. I'm just like, all 3 of these things just piss me off to no end.
Well, the Signal app is the most egregious because it's our literal national security. Like, it put our soldiers in harm's way.
Diava, did you hear today that China is now looking into the glove, they called it, or something like that, of how we messed up so bad? They're looking into it to see. I think they're looking to see, like, okay, well, they just let their cards out, so now we know what we're playing with, and now we know how to get them.
Yep. And can you tell me why can you explain to me why Pete Hegseth has a email address in Russia?
I didn't know that. No.
Let me see it on the background here.
Holy shit. I will say the first time I saw Pete Hegseth in his official role, he literally drank his liquor, I think 7 or 8 times as he was doing whatever that interview was. And then he would take his sips of water.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how did no one call that out?
I think it's covered up. If you see P Hegseth and it's mail.ru. It's a Russia. And then right here in the middle of the screen, right, it says PHEGSETH at mail. It's too big. I didn't format it. I have to format it for the screen. But you can see Pete Hegseth at mail.ru. And then right next to that one, they were able to get all of his email addresses and his password, and his Princeton.edu password is the same as that Russia email password.
What? Yep. Wow. I didn't see this yet. That is crazy.
And that's who is running our country, or our military.
Well, and then you got Gabby, the Russian spy.
Who was on the terrorist watch list, yeah.
Yes. Tulsi Gabbard, who is, she's known to have relations in that area, and no one thinks that's a big deal.
Yep. Oh.
I love that.
That was not what my finger landed on that by accident.
Oh, that's great. Whoever did that.
The way Marjorie Trader Green is talking
Thank you.
to that reporter from the UK.
That
Thank
was
you for
so.
saying that correctly.
That was so fucking gross.
It was disgusting. It was embarrassing. It was like shameful. She doesn't even treat somebody as a human being that she doesn't like. She's a piece of shit. She is do anything for Frumpy, whatever it takes, and she discards anyone outside of the little circle that they allow to speak.
Yeah, and then today I read stories about Pete Hegseth is taking his wife to confidential meetings and briefings.
Like cabinet kind of briefings?
Mm-hmm.
I saw that too. I'm like,
No.
it makes no sense.
No.
Why don't they just have the Pentagon meetings on the Federal Mall
And just let everybody come.
in Washington Memorial?
Well, now we have Ilana that brought his little
His booger picker. Yeah.
pick his nose thing, and he wasn't dressed appropriately. And then he has a son there, and his son is saying certain things, and then they turned the White House into a Tesla parking lot. It's like there's no respect of the White House at all any longer. It's a joke. And I think we as us that believe in democracy, see that the whole world is laughing at us, and Canada has now broke up with us, so to speak.
As they should.
Exactly. I'm like, put all the harm you want. Let's do it. Let's make sure that we destroy Trump. I would love to hear from any MAGAs that want to come up and defend any of this.
What was I going to say? Something triggered me to say something a minute ago. Let me go back and look. Yes, his wife, Pete Hegseth's wife, is a Fox News producer. Or a former Fox News producer. I don't know if she's still there. She has no security clearance, no.
The person in the comments who said, "Don't forget, we outnumber them." We do. We outnumber them by a huge amount.
Yeah.
But people don't vote. There were about 100 million people who never vote. It wasn't just last election.
Right here.
There you go.
Wow.
31.78 voted for Trump, 30.84 voted for Harris, 1.06% voted third party, and 36.32% did not vote. More Americans voted for someone other than Trump. This is not a landslide. This is not a mandate for Trump fascism.
Just doing simple math, if 31% equals 77 million people, then 36% is approximately 85 to 90 million people who did not vote.
So if all those Jill Stein votes, that 1.06 would have voted for Kamala, she would have won.
And I don't know if any of you have kind of picked up on this trend in the lives that there's a lot of anywhere from 19-year-olds to maybe 26, 27, mostly white guys, and some young women as well that think they know everything and they don't know anything. They're following this.
Girl, I do this 7 days a week. That's all I get are these little red-pilled incels that think they know everything.
I'm on your lives a lot, and I see it. I see it on Ethan's. I see it on Isaiah's, Harry, Johnny. I mean, they're all.
Yeah.
It seems to be this, can I say, cult of younger that they think it's great to be misogynist, great to be like come after anyone outside of being YT, and they're following this orange clown, and they're thinking that's the way it should be in life. They don't care about anyone else except for them and their masculinity. They're being so disgraceful. They don't care about the old person that's going to be suffering.
Nope.
They don't care about me. I'm on disability. I wish I could work. I can't. And I worry so much. But they don't care. None of them care.
No, that's true. I just want to caution because I do understand that we have a lot of things with youth that we don't do right. You know what I'm saying? That youth doesn't do right sometimes, and as we did through our childhood as well, right? And And to take in bulk all youth with that is a problem.
Oh no, I
Yeah,
wouldn't.
I don't mean in any way of all
Yeah. Well, I want to finish my story because this is important. I witnessed in a live recently because of the, you know what I'm saying, everybody going after the youth. There was actually a youth come onto a panel that was actually a Democrat that read something about the military and really had some questions about it. And when he came on to try to say that, the second he said, I've learned something about the military, everybody jumped him. Have you been in the military? Have you done this? Have you done? And nobody let him speak. Now, I want people to, you know what I'm saying, to remember that when you're talking to youth. Because as elders, when we talk to youth, we should do it to teach, not to chastise. Okay? And that's, you know what I'm saying, that needs to be learned. And
I don't disagree.
Yeah, because I want everybody to remember this, because we're of it, you know, most of us Gen X or boomers need to remember something. Does everybody here remember Thanksgivings when we were young?
Yeah.
Did anybody like being sent to the kiddies table?
No.
Actually, I found out later the kiddie table was the place to be, but you know.
Well, those are other stories.
I know what you're saying, though. I get it. I agree. Because there's some young people that, I mean, like my kids are young. My kids are Gen Z, millennial, and then I have Gen Alpha. But my kids are not like that at all. You know, my Gen Z and my millennials aren't like that at all. So yeah, you can't generalize everybody. I do agree with that.
Hey Val, I think you might have been in Mishi's live. I wanted to say it was yesterday. This young gentleman that he voted for Trump, but I remember Mishi saying, "How are we digressing to you?" It was he was really wanting the education. He was wanting to hear more. He was seeing things differently, and I thought that was amazing.
Right, you know, I want to explain something. After that live, he actually wrote me and said, "Thank you for being respectful."
Was it Davey or something like that?
Right? I forgot his name, but I just loved the fact that he was opening his mind. He's thinking like, okay, maybe it's not what's going on the other side.
I mean, there's two types of situations. Yeah, there's two types of situations. This is a kid trying to learn. The kid that's
Right.
on Issues Live is actually trying to learn. And he's just asking questions, which is okay. He's not trying to put out comments. He's asking questions.
Right, and that's what you teach. He came into my live afterward. Davey, I think his name was.
Davey, that is his name.
He came here afterward, and I brought him up, and we talked to him yesterday too. I think he was here earlier.
I give him the biggest props because he's literally thinking.
Don't give him props. This is not what I'm saying. Don't give him props.
Well, I guess I'm giving him props for like being open.
Yeah, you know, we can acknowledge that he's doing the right things. Props only get given when success is achieved.
Yeah.
Good point, Val.
I'm proud of him for having his mind open and being willing to learn, and that's who I like to educate. Davey says, "Guys, thank you. I'm driving and could cry right now." Aw, you're so sweet, Davey.
Yeah, I mean, the fact I don't know the gentleman. I haven't met him yet. Hopefully I will at some point. But the fact that he's willing to talk and listen. Let's be real. Every one of us can learn new things.
Mm-hmm.
So there's not a single one of us. I mean, Val's got that eidetic memory, so I'll exclude him for this. But there's not a single one of us that knows everything. So I
Still don't have everything, brother. I mean, people get eidetic memories confused. It doesn't mean we know everything.
Just means you memorize what you read.
And Val, it might be Mishi's live. I'm wanting to say this older gentleman that was a MAGA, but now he is a centrist on the other side.
Was it Hollow?
It's Hollow, and he was in a live earlier today.
I heard Jim gave him hell.
Yeah, that he absolutely got lit up, and that's what I was trying to express is the difference.
Wow.
I wasn't going to try to bring him up, but this is the difference. He is trying to get accolades for what he's doing.
Right.
That's
You don't
not.
think it's legitimate? Is that
That's not. It's not legitimate until you understand that you have to learn. Learning
Right.
requires listening. You can have questions. Questions are one thing. But when questions turn into comments about what you think,
Right.
you've lost your way.
Lost the respect.
And you've lost the capability of learning.
Right. Because when you're trying to argue from your standpoint or what, then yeah, you've lost the point.
And that's why he got lit up today.
Can you explain a little bit more what that means about lit up? Was they came after him, or he was being aggressive?
He attacked Jim while Jim wasn't there, not knowing I was in the comments.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
He reached out to Jim and brought her in.
Yeah.
Oh, it was mistake number one.
Mistake number one.
Right.
I don't know about anybody else, but you know, she's my sister from another mother, guys, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. If this is who you want to go after, you're taking your political future in your own hands.
Absolutely.
I mean, because this is you know what I'm saying, and you know, but he was the perfect example of coming up, trying to be a victim.
Thank you for sharing
Right.
that. I actually didn't know.
You know, there's an old saying, there's a reason we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. We should listen twice as much as we talk.
Yep. And the difference is Davey, the young man, was coming in to like learn and had questions.
And don't get me wrong, David
When
has
they're-
lots of work to do, but he
Sure.
knows that.
Right.
But he knows that.
Right. And the other guy I was watching him too, and he's a little combative still. Like with what he believes and thinks, and like, well, you know, so he's a little combative. He's not quite there yet.
I get it. When I was
Yeah.
21, I think I probably, you know, who the hell knows, it was 40 years ago.
Right.
I think I probably knew everything back then too. But
Of course.
I got older and I realized, the older I get, the more I realize I
That
don't.
you don't know. Yeah. We all know Davey's here. Davey said he was driving, so he couldn't come up. Real quick, Dawn, thank you for the $1 Cash App. They need to be physically removed. Yes, I feel like Trump and them all need to be physically removed as well. Anthony, thank you for the $10 Venmo. Check the wife's purse for flasks. Pete Hexeth wife. All right, Cowbug. Anything else? I got a couple more people that want to come up before I get off.
Thank you so much for bringing me up. I always love to tune into you and what you're doing. I appreciate you so much. And Val, you're awesome. I follow you a lot. You can drop me a DM.
Thank you.
And y'all have a good rest of your weekend.
You as well. Thank you so much.
Before you move on to anybody else, I just wanted to say, Dale, I did just send you a video that I thought was really interesting about countries pulling out of the U.S.
I'll watch that. I'll watch that video. I want to see.
I thought it was, the numbers that they give, I feel you're a numbers guy, so I think that you'll like that. But I am going to go get ready to start my show. Thank you for having me up. It was good to see everybody. Sunny for a while. Val, it's good to see you. Hi, Hill. Good to talk to you in person again. But I am going to drop you already.
Go ahead, hon.
Bye, love.
Bye.
Before you change backgrounds, Val, I want to just, I don't know if that person's still here or not. They commented that there's no way there were 90 million people who didn't vote. We're not saying that there are 90 million people who are eligible to, who are registered and eligible to vote. We're saying there are 90 million people who are of age to vote.
Who did not vote, correct.
Hold on a minute. That number's actually 60 million. 60 million registered voters did not vote.
True, but there are other people who are of age.
That aren't registered, right, or just don't vote, yeah. Hill, hi.
Hi, friends. Can y'all hear me okay? I'm outside and it's kind of windy. Is the wind too much?
No.
No? It's all right. Okay.
Are you on break?
I'm on break. I want to thank you for your live today. It was super refreshing. I laughed a hell of a lot. And what I wanted to come up to say was for our last guest, when she came up, she said something about there was a couple of things that she wanted to address, and you all could pick which ones to focus on, and the one that I kind of wanted to focus on, we didn't choose.
So which one was that?
Well, no, she brought up the hypocrisy, what she called the hypocrisy of Jasmine Crockett, calling somebody Hot Wheels. Who is it? The guy from Texas?
Greg Abbott, yeah.
I don't find it to be hypocritical at all. I don't even think she was insulting. I mean, I think maybe it would have.
I've called him that before.
Well, if she would have called him like Flat Wheels or something like that, like Hot Wheels kind of suggests that he's zooming around thinking he's a badass. And anyway, I don't think it was hypocritical at all. So I just wanted to share my opinion on that. And another thing that keeps happening, and I'm going to keep fucking trying to call it out as soon as it happens, is, there's a misogynistic nature and a patriarchal nature of our country. I think we saw that loud and clear in this election.
Yes, we did.
And people on the left and Democratic voters and people who are particularly against Elon are continuing to misgender this man.
Oh, yeah.
Calling him Elonia or whatever it is. And I don't know if that's meant to be a fucking insult, but it's not insulting him. It's insulting women.
That's true.
It's assigning a gender to him that, I mean, number one, he hates women. He has zero respect for women across the board. None of this administration has any respect for fucking women. And if we're misgendering as an insult, all it's doing is misgendering women. All of these men are...
He's not strong enough to be gendered as a woman.
No, he's not. They're not strong enough. They're not smart enough. They're not resilient enough. They're not courageous enough. They're not anything enough to be referred to as women. So I want to just challenge all of the 459 people in this live to stop fucking doing it. It's anti-feminist and it's insulting to women. We're better than that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure something's real clear about the whole Hot Wheels comment. So everybody knows, Greg Abbott in Texas has been called Hot Wheels since the day he took office over 10 years ago.
Right, I thought that was something they called him, and now MAGA's all upset that she called him Hot Wheels.
But I want to make this real clear. Do you know the one person that has never complained about being called Hot Wheels?
Greg Abbott.
Greg Abbott has never complained about being called Hot Wheels. Has never even mentioned it.
Like, if it bothered him, I'm sure you would know.
Well, I think he probably thinks that it's like a compliment.
Like a badge of honor, right?
Exactly.
But the fact of the matter is, if the person is being called Hot Wheels and has been called Hot Wheels for over
is not offended, why are you?
Complaining about it?
Why are you complaining about it? If he's not complaining about it, why are you? They're just clutching their pearls so hard, like, oh my goodness.
It's funny. Into the snowflakes. I mean, it's
right.
Anyway, I got to get back to work and go sell some booze. But you guys had me in stitches today. I was laughing out loud, punching buttons on the cash register, and a couple of people were just like, "Are you okay?"
What's wrong with you?
They'd come up and I'd laugh right in their fucking face, and they'd be like, "What's wrong?"
Oh, nothing. I'm just watching something really funny. Sorry.
Yeah, I said I'm listening to a podcast and they're making funnies. It was great. My mom always says she teases people, and this is like a stereotype. I'm gonna say it because it's funny. She's like in such and such in his lifted truck and his 2 teeth in a bologna sandwich, and I always find that fucking funnier. So.
That's why the teeth comment today really sent you, huh?
Well, exactly. Well, that's all they can eat with their 2 teeth. I actually like bologna sandwiches, but anyway, whatever.
I find it funny. I love you too, Hill. Have a good rest of your day at work, honey.
Okay, you guys.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Yeah, I don't. Just so everybody knows, I have no real support for Governor Abbott, but I will say this: there's 2 things he said over the course of his time that were correct. He's never once mentioned anything about Hot Wheels or anything like that. Never, and not going after that, not making it a thing for him is the right thing to do. And the other thing he's ever said that was true was secession is stupid.
Well, that's. I mean, even a broken clock is right twice.
Twice a day.
Twice a day. Defending. Hi. Did you vote for Kamala or Trump?
Hey, Diva. How are you? Hi, Sunny.
Good.
How are you?
I'm good. I haven't seen you for. I was thinking about you the other day.
I know. I was thinking about you too. I was going to text you on Blue Sky. It's a bit busy here. How's everybody doing? I'm in Washington, D.C. I was on the Hillary Walls campaign. I'm a political analyst. And my
Hillary Walls campaign or Harris Walls?
Harris Walls. Sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
I was confused. I just want to make sure I heard you right.
I've been working all day.
It's okay. Go ahead.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, no worries. I'm not trying to split hairs. I know that sounds like I was being an asshole, but.
No worries.
Although, didn't you tell me you worked on Hillary's campaign too?
I did, yes.
Okay. Okay.
I've been around DC for a while.
All right. What did you want to say?
Well, I really wanted to come up to say hi to my friend Sunny. So, and if you guys are talking about anything, maybe I can participate in the conversation. Is there a topic?
There's another plane crash today in Minneapolis. Plane crashes into a home, into a house in Brooklyn Park in Minnesota. I'm trying to see. It just says plane crash. Oh, small plane.
Oh, so it was a prop plane. Okay. Yeah, we've been hearing about Google's a lot lately, right?
Ever since Trump got into office. Planes be falling out the damn sky.
Yeah, things are. I mean, the whole fucking country seems to be falling apart. It's not even. I'm sorry. It's just over 2 months. 2 months and 8 days or something like that.
Yes. Yeah. Well, he's dismantling agencies every single day. They're in Social Security. I had a staffer that sent me a screenshot the other day, and they were on the 4th floor of the headquarters up there towards Baltimore in Maryland, and they had the 4th floor blocked out. And I don't know what they're doing with I don't know what they're doing there, but them blocking out is very, very suspicious. You know, I don't understand what that's all about. Is there any IT people in the comments or down in the panel that would be a thing that they needed to block out the windows?
To what building?
What would be the purpose of that?
To loot it?
To loot it? Oh my God, Eva. Oh my God.
Sorry.
Honestly, that's what we do when we're rebuilding retail spaces. We block out the windows so nobody can see what's going on the inside.
You can gut it, yeah.
You're concealing. Yeah. It's pretty disturbing.
Somebody in the comments said I sounded like I was in the tunnel. Do I sound any better now?
It's pretty good.
That's fine.
It's fine. It's not offensive.
Yeah.
Change the other charge to your book.
Maybe, but anyway, it's I get off at 7 o'clock. Now's my time to get off, just because I have to go feed my kids.
Hey, Diva, okay, we love our kiddos.
Yep, I go from 4 to 7 every day. So,
Nice.
but thank you.
Thanks for having me on Diava. Always good to see you. Defending, always a pleasure. Val, I'm sure
Thank you.
I'll see you on the streets.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Sunny. All right. And thank you, Val, for being up here with me today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for the likes, the taps, the love, the Cash Apps, the Venmos, the subscriptions. Just thank you so much for all your support. You guys know I can't do this every single day without you. So I really, really appreciate you. I did go on Clapper last night, because when I got off of here last night, I walked out to go get the kids dinner, and Ava had fallen asleep on the couch. So I had to wait for her to wake up. And so I came in here and I went on Clapper for a little while. And I actually had some Trump supporters in there, but they would not come up in the box. They were just talking in the comment section, but they would not come up in the box. But we still had fun. But anyway, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for being here. They were flirting. Yeah, they were. Like the one guy was like, well, I won't even say it. I can't even say it on here. Ew. Anywho, I love you guys. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to do this all over again. I hope you all have a great evening. I might have a drink or two after today. So Thank you guys for being here, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. I love you. Mwah. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, and we are out on TikTok. All right, my YouTube fam. Thank you guys for being here and watching today. Hi, Paige. I saw your whole rant. I hear you. I have the same sentiments for the most part about got to try to bring people in to help fight this together like Obama asked us to. I've said that many times on my live. But anyway, thank you guys for watching on YouTube and Twitch. I will be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, and we're going to do this all over again. Mwah. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm trying to build my YouTube audience because in case TikTok goes away. So, bye, guys. Love you.